very busy. But wait a minute, my producer hat says to me, I mean, don't we think it's fascinating where we've been talking, and we're not the only ones, that Vanderpump Rules is sort of teetering on this season, like if it's going to be good, if it's going to be bad. Don't we find it interesting how much publicity and buzz is being, drummed up for this? I mean, Garcelle filming. Now we have Oliver. Raquel, to your point, is very busy hooking up with anybody and everybody with any clout she can. I mean, I'm just saying, from my producer hat, I don't know if they've gotten together or if the producers are in the mix, but I mean, they seem to be going all out, don't we think, here with they're trying to get some scandal?
Well, two things. One, I think, the producers they were at Sheena's wedding. It was filmed, blocking out or not using any footage of Kristen Doty or Jax. Or Brittany, but it was filmed. I think they probably went insane I think they weren't upset. I think maybe the Tom Schwartz Raquel thing was more organic, but listen, I'm sure that they're like, holy fucking shit, this is as good as, Luann being arrested in Palm Beach. Like, this is like, come on now. And now we have Katie, who's on the cast, is going to react to this. Cha-ching, cha-ching. I do think, look, the thing that seems more produced to me is Oliver, in the sense that, would we care if Raquel was hooking up with some, Vanderpump Vegas employee? Not really. Do we care that this gentleman happens to be the son of Garcelle? Yeah, we do. Yes. This adds a lot. Yes. And do we think, I'm sure it wasn't just organic that someone said, I'm sure someone said, let's have Garcelle film. She's friends with Lisa, and Beverly Hills is highly rated, and it adds cachet to Vanderpump. Of course, that's produced, and great, it's working. I'm more excited than I thought I was for the new season of Vanderpump Rules.
Exactly. And I'll say this, don't you think too, like, I feel a little bit for Garcelle, because one of Garcelle's sticking points with Erica was like, okay, you said you wanted to have a threesome with my son. That's inappropriate. I don't want to hear it. Now, of course, when all the women got together, they were like, oh, Oliver's so hot, we would all have a threesome with him. But it's so funny how the producers, like, how things are always fucked with. But, Garcelle has spent a very significant amount of time kind of playing up that Oliver has got his life together, that, her sons, like everybody on the show, our kids are off limits to some degree. And here's Oliver, like, the man is out and about. Now, he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants. And Garcelle has no say in that. But I just feel like poor Garcelle, it's like, it always goes around, comes around. You know what I mean? I think she's done a good job to try to paint him in a good light. Now here he is, like,
And I do think, like, he is sober, and like he's working. So I think all of that he has together. But yeah, he's a slut. Sometimes it happens to the best of us, unfortunately.
That's true.
I'm sure that, Garcelle to me seems like someone who is interested in controlling her image, and that's neither here nor there. I have no positive or negative slant behind that. I just think, right, I'm sure this isn't something that you welcome, and there's a real divorce now that's going to happen, but apparently that relationship is over. There you go. Raquel, eventually you're going to have to choose, girl. Do you want Schwartzy or do you want Oliver? Pick one or pick none. I'm still all about Raquel and Schwartzy. I'm all about it.
She doesn't really have to pick one. Date them both.
Date them both.
Oliver says getting divorced, so it will be fair game now. So go for it, girl.
And apparently, based on these DMs and Samantha's claims, there ain't no shortage of DMs or texts at all hours of the night asking Oliver to come over and do his thing, which great for you, dude. We have a trailer, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, babe.
Oh my God. Thoughts? First thoughts, first reactions. What did you think? I'll tell you mine.
I just think it's that organic. We started here with a group of people that knew each other. And it's new, it's working. When is the last time Bravo had a new show? Love Match Atlanta, where's that? I don't think that's coming back. We have Real Girlfriends of Paris. I just interviewed two of them. If you really think about it, like, so much could have gone wrong with Salt Lake City, and it started slow, and it just, yes, talk about the gifts. We have the gift of Jen Shah federally arrested. I'm so excited. It looks great to me. And then I have some specific things to say, but I am so here for the new season of Salt Lake.
You are? Okay, okay. It's funny.
Disagree. It's fine.
It's funny. I wanted more in the trailer about Jen Shah. Yes, they did the whole like lead up of, she was innocent. And then it's like Jen Shah pleads guilty. I mean, I wanted more teasing of, I don't know, the women's reactions or something. I mean, they feature Jen, but it is more heavily featured, I thought, like Heather and Whitney, and because apparently they have tension. This allegation against Lisa. I don't know. It's interesting, but maybe they ran into some legal issues that we don't know about as far as like filming with Jen after she pled guilty. I don't know. Or maybe they'd already filmed everything and then she pled guilty. So they were scrambling. I guess I wanted more. I still, in my mind, this is like on the level of Tom Girardi deceit. I mean, the fact that, again, like I truly believe, especially when people have a strong conviction, I believe Jen Shah may have had a case to be innocent. Obviously, clearly not. I mean, she was doing everything that, she, said that she wasn't doing. So I don't know. I was a little, I mean, look, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'll be hanging on to every moment because of the Jen Shah thing. But I guess I was like, the Heather Whitney thing, there's a lot of that. I really want more Jen Shah drama.
Yeah, a couple of things. There's a lot, as usual, that you say. First of all, my understanding is that they filmed the season with her innocence from the reunion. I'll fight to the end, blah, blah, blah. It happened at the end. I almost think it happened kind of simultaneously, or they actually wrapped filming ish. It was kind of at the very end. And I do think they added stuff. I still think that it's going to start with that, just like last season with like, I plead guilty. Yes, Your Honor. I mean, they're not going to be inside the courtron, but headlines: Jen Shah pleads guilty. Jen Shah pleads guilty. Blah blah blah, and then flashback. 9 weeks earlier. That's what I think is going to be shown for this season. I think they added stuff on afterwards. Don't forget, like they did it with like Teresa. They've done it before with things where like the season ends and then they show like ending things, like 5 minutes or whatever before they do your quotes at the end. I think, because you say producer hat, I think from a producer standpoint, you got to capitalize on this because it's so good. But like at the same time, this isn't Erica Jane where it's like milk it to you. I mean, we got to wean ourselves off Jen Shah because she ain't coming back. True. Guys, she ain't coming back for season. Anyone out there that thinks Jen Shah is going to be part of season 4? No, I don't have a crystal ball, but again, I don't see how this ends as a lawyer any way for her other than actual prison time served. That is quite substantial. And
she's going away for like 7 years. I mean,
I don't see how it could be less than 5. That's my honest opinion. Prove me wrong. I could be wrong. I don't care.